Now, before we get out of here, there's something I wanted to talk about that has really been disturbing recently. Almost just as disturbing as how we really don't do anything. Um, and that is this, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is a real thing. And I don't really know how to explain it. I can give you my testimony. I put on my Facebook page, Long Live the Chaz, the fact that there is literal evidence of cell phones reading our minds to show ads and no one cares is crazy. Once again, do we really care? Do we care? I mean, this week, that week, we don't care. We're worried about this, that, and the other. All the comments, some people are like, oh, really? You and I talked about this a few years ago. Yes, I talked about this. I talked about how we as people are somewhat of, we discharge an electrical pulse, and anything that is electrical, I said, your cell phone's proof that you can receive a signal and send a signal in the blink of an eye. Well, they figured out how to go next level here, ladies and gentlemen. One person came down here and said, this is a whole new level of conspiracy theory. Not a theory, it's happening. Happened to me and continues to happen, and now I'm seeing why. So what happened to me in my particular experience was I woke up one morning, brushed the teeth, was just doing some stuff, and I felt like a tooth pain. I didn't make no expressions. I didn't go, oh my God. I just felt a tooth nagging me, and I didn't say anything to anybody. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't look on my phone. I didn't say what to do about tooth pain. I didn't do nothing. I just noticed, I felt my tooth hurt. Day goes on. I ain't talked or told nobody my tooth hurts or anything. We're going to go out to dinner, me and this girl at the time. And I open up my phone, and I go to Google Maps to see what restaurants are in the area. So when I go on my phone to see what restaurants are in the area, I zoom out. And when I zoom out to see the distance to push, Mexican restaurants or whatever it was at the time, I see a H highlighted. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I've never seen an H highlighted on the maps. I'm a Google Map traveler. I got like 45 million views on Google Maps. If you want to follow me, it's Chaz. It's the Chaz on there. But anyway, I'm like, oh, it must be a hospital. So I click it because I'd never noticed it before. And it's the local dentistry office. So when I saw that, I was like, hey, babe, the phone has read my mind. She goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, my tooth has been hurting, and I ain't told you or anybody or searched it or nothing. I just zoomed out on my map, and it's highlighted the nearest local dentistry office. How did it do that unless it can read my mind? And so that's my personal experience of what's happened. And recently, I've kind of noticed with ads, it's done that as well. Because the other day I bought this new mic and I was second guessing, man, should I bought a camera or something like that instead of the mic? I have a mic. This is a significant upgrade, but a camera to my phone would be a significant upgrade. They're not the same price. I was just thinking these things in my head after I purchased this microphone. Open my Facebook. All of a sudden, I start seeing ads for cameras. Once again, didn't search it, didn't look it up, didn't tell nobody. Just thought about it. And so, now there is other videos surfacing of the proof and how this is actually possible. And I wanted to show y'all some of these that are actually possible. Here's one of them that kind of explains it. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Look at this.
Out for a while.
Really?
Yeah. They can measure EEG waves, like phones can measure EEG waves. And that basically can
EEG
borderline
waves.
read your thoughts.
Holy
and there's
crap.
So EEG waves.
a reason why you can get an ad for something in like you were thinking about it. 5G couldn't penetrate deep enough into the cell. And that's why, so what would happen is when all these towers were put up, you'd see kids that were, they would get burns underneath their skin just because the graphene cooks them from the inside out.
So this is a video kind of explaining it. This was another one also that talks about how this is actually possible as well. When I saw this, I had to share it. I'm like, guys, this is like from my personal experience, and now this, and you go in the comment sections here and people are agreeing this is actually happening.
A thought. You can literally be thinking about a bicycle and don't mention it, and you can open your phone up on Facebook, and what's the first suggestion you will see? A bicycle ad. And you wondering, I didn't talk about this. I thought it. Why isn't it in my phone? Because these things are reading the brain waves and pattern. Your brain waves is a sequence. It's like a sequel. It's a mathematical equation. If you build some type of software to read that mathematical equation, then you can translate it into the exact image.
And that's exactly what we do when we type a text message to somebody, or when this phone sends a signal or anything, or you make a phone call. Think about how fast that phone call is moving. Think about how fast those radio waves are moving for your AM, FM radios. Think about how quick those things are moving. You're telling me they don't understand things? Listen to this.
English that you needed to be, and I can tell you what you was thinking. See, I ain't been doing this on people for the longest. It's a movie called Eraser. Have y'all ever seen Eraser, where they had all this technology and can see through walls? I think Arnold Schwarzenegger played in it, I believe. Go back and watch that movie.
He's talking about the Freemason symbolisms, and this is my problems with a hurricane is, once again, I don't know who watched the new Twister movie, but at the end, they literally destroy a tornado. And like I said, when I was talking about how in the movie they destroy a tornado with technology, I was referencing the hurricane on how they can, if you can destroy something or take the power away, then you can also reverse engineer that and power it. So that's my next thought. If these things are starting to read what we're inputting, how long or even currently can they start inputting into your thoughts? And then the whole idea or conception of hearing voices in my head, if they're already able to diagnose, program to the simplistic form of a phone, we're not talking about like some military program. We're talking about on a phone. They can already download your thoughts and take those thoughts and turn them into literal ads. First of all, are they just downloading those thoughts of ads? Think about all the other thoughts you could have. Every other thought, this is programming and listening to and understanding. Every thought. And then once again, if you can download something, you can upload something.
You can literally be thinking about a bicycle and don't mention it, and you can open your phone up on Facebook, and what's the first suggestion?
So just like how we were all talking, the phones are listening. We were all freaked out about that, and then everybody started noticing, oh, yeah, I guess the phone can listen. We just got used to the phone listening, right, guys? We just got used to the phone listening to us and showing us ads over this whole entire time. We just got used to it, right? We're all under the acknowledgement that if we talk about a truck or anything, yeah, it's going to pop up an ad. Are we really going to get to the point where we're going to get used to this and okay with that? And then what's the next step? And that was my issue with Elon Musk and Neuralink to begin with, because he was going to, be able to make it to where people can literally be like Matrix, uploaded information, it was going to be all nice. And the initial push always has to be for the betterment to make, somebody who can't walk again. Oh, that sounds so great. But then at the same time, you can upload anything. You could, and technically a skill set from mind to hand to limb is null and void. You want somebody to drive a race car better than Kyle Larson, you just upload the program that allows him to. And you just put it into the Neuralink, and now he has the understanding and ability to drive a race car just as good as Kyle Larson. You're talking about the end of talent and individuality for equality purposes. It sounds so great. It sounds so packageable and nice. Everything's going to come across as nice. It's all about saving you. It's all about making things better. This is becoming knowledgeable. I mean, there's hundreds of comments. This has 2 million plays. Thousands of comments. There's 4,000 comments in this. 70,000 likes. Are we going to get used to this? Is this what we're going to be used to, ladies and gentlemen? And then what's next? Like I said, they're just reading your mind for ads. And if it's all about making money and all about ads, then why not just upload some thoughts to Impulse Buy? And at the end of the day, is this actual electronic, or is this a Freemason symbolism just like they do in the movies and everything? Is this a symbolism where, oh, it's the phone that's telling you or listening to you or trying to impulse you? Or is it literally the the expose or the masking of a spiritual war. You could talk about that too. Is it from the spiritual domain? Is this just a symbolism of what's already is? So it's very interesting on how deep this could actually go. But for it to be acknowledged by so many people, me personally having the experience, I think we got to start drawing the line. I don't give a damn if Elon Musk tells me that it's for your betterment or your good. I don't give a damn if Trump comes out or whatever. When are these people going to lock some shit like this down? I have a problem. And I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I have a problem if a phone can read my mind. I have a problem with that. And I hope that you do too. That's worth standing up against and saying, hell no. But it's going to be good for security and things of those sorts. Eventually, I would assume. No, there would be no crime or nothing like that if the Big Brother can read everyone's mind and stop them before they think of doing a crime. If they think about doing a crime, then they can be stopped, correct? That's safer, way more safer environment. We don't have to worry about speeding on the highway. We can read your mind, and if you look and see that you thought of speeding, if you think of speeding, or if you're having the experience of speeding, then you just get a ticket in the mail. Because we know you did it. We read your mind. The extremities that this could go to is insane, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you'll like the video. Comment below. I had to throw this in there at the end. It's just been on my mind. I have to speak what I think. And as always, be sure to subscribe. We will catch you next time, potentially at a racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, we'll see you later.